Kevin, today's heat and humidity did not stop protesters. Hundreds of people gathered and marched through downtown Indianapolis this afternoon and into the evening. Our Cameron Riddle has been reporting from the protests since they started on Friday. Cameron, no curfew tonight, so are demonstrators still out there at this hour?
Hey, Mark, good evening. There are a few pockets of protesters that are still making their way through the curfew-free streets of downtown Indy. You mentioned that heat and humidity. Well, we also got a little bit of rain downtown, but that did not stop people from protesting tonight. Take a look at some of the video we shot as we again followed protesters marching through the streets of Indianapolis. At one point, hundreds of people were among the crowds who were chanting, with Black Lives Matter members chanting the names of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and John Reed. Of course, that last name is a name that people here in Indianapolis are very familiar with. It was last month that John Reed was shot and killed by police at 62nd and Michigan Road. While you have that picture here in Indianapolis, you also have Breonna Taylor in Louisville. And of course, the national spotlight right now on George Floyd's death in Minneapolis. But the Black Lives Matter protesters who I talked to today say they are echoing the sounds of John Reed's mother, Demetri Wynn, who spoke earlier today asking for more answers and transparency from Indianapolis police. Tonight, Black Lives Matter say they will continue protesting until John's mother gets what she needs.
And the mayor came out and he made 2 press conferences because of the looting and destruction that's going on in the city. And he mentioned Minneapolis and he mentioned George Floyd. God rest George Floyd's soul, but that's not why Indianapolis is doing all the looting. That's not why it's destruction. It's because it's corruption on our streets and our police department. That's why Indianapolis is in shambles. That's why downtown is boarded up, because you haven't spoke on John Reed, and that's the problem.
Tonight, several downtown streets are still closed or at least blocked off, with IMPD at a number of corners directing traffic or diverting traffic. As I said, there are a couple of pockets of small protesters that are still making their way throughout downtown. A few have just arrived back here on Monument Circle. That said, it is curfew-free tonight, and things have been peaceful. Protesters, as they have said since the beginning of the week, promise they will be back again here at Monument Circle starting at 4 o'clock Thursday. That would be the 7th day of protests. Reporting live downtown, I'm Cameron Riddle, RTV6.